All right, so we started over on a brand new game here. We're going to play some Astroneer. And I'm going to start it loading. And I'm going to take like a 1 minute break to get another water. I will come back in just another minute and we'll play some Astroneer and we'll do our new playthrough with the kind of harder version of it because they've increased the kind of components that you need and all that. If you've never seen Astroneer, by the way, please stick around. It is an incredibly fun game. Absolutely. So I'm going to go Stealth Boy. And you're like, Kismet, nobody has a Stealth Boy. I'm the only one. Let's go. I'm back. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. My name is Kismet. We're playing some games. If you're coming in from the homepage, welcome, everybody. Huge love to Twitch, by the way, who put me on recommended. They've had me on there for a while. Thank you so much. And thanks for just taking a moment, clicking on my stream, coming in here and say, what's this Kismet guy all about? I love to play a bunch of different games. I love to bring a little bit of positivity and joy into your day. Maybe we'll do some silly something. Maybe I'll dive, flip off the side of a mountain will fall on my head or something silly. That's what we try to do in here. We try to entertain. We try to have some fun. And you know what? That's really actually a great idea to get up and take a break. I'm like all re-energized to play now. Just by getting up, walking around, getting myself a water. I'm trying to be doing better. I've been stopping drinking soda, which I did stop drinking it for a few years. And I lost 10 pounds, by the way. I stopped drinking it for like 3 months, and I lost 10 pounds. And then I felt so good, I started going back to the gym, started eating right, lost another 10 pounds, and another 10 pounds, and another 10 pounds. I lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds by just starting to take better care of myself, being more active, going to the gym, and that kind of stuff, and eating right. I never give up food. I can't say, well, no, I can never have soda again. I can have it as much as I want. But do I want that 10 pounds back? No, because it's miserable. Have it in extreme moderation. Now, when I'm going through what I call kind of like a reboot, I'll stop drinking it for a little while, and then I'll have it occasionally. Like when I go to TwitchCon, maybe I'll have it maybe once or twice a year, that kind of thing, as a treat. But other than that, soda is really not great for you. Not good at all. So I try to go easy on it. So thanks for being here, everybody. Again, Pancakes in the chat. Everybody show Pancakes some love in the chat. Appreciate you being here. So what we've done here is we've started over again from scratch. And you're like, Kismet, what? You keep starting over. I know. I do like to start over because not only in this game, but also in a game like Stardew Valley or in Fallout or whatever it is, when they do a lot of changes to the game, I like to see how the mechanics change. Or if you play in different modes, right? Like I usually would play in normal mode, like in Fallout, and then I'll play in survival mode to see how it's different. And then they came out with the new survival mode. Then we go to that. It is a lot of fun. So the name of this game is called Astroneer. Now it's actually won some awards, very deservingly. Incredibly fun. It does a lot of what's called voxel shaping. So what we can do is go in. One of the things that I always find is my wide mod's not working when I first log in. Is you can go in, you can shape stuff out, and then you can shape stuff back in, right? Pretty cool. I love that. So I shaped this, I dig this all out, and then I kind of shaped over the top here. And I dig a little bit more of this out over here, and I'll transfer it over here to kind of cover this up. Really well done. This is one of the few games, and very rare do I put it a game as an instant buy, but this was as an instant buy. If you have any interest in this type of space game or these type of games, this is definitely an instant buy. And it's like, Kismet, what do you get if I go buy Astroneer? Nothing. Other than to know that you're going to come back and say, Kismet, man, I really love that game. It's super fun. I'm totally addicted to it like you. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. All right, let's shape this back out over here. We'll grab some dirt from over there. So what we're doing right now is we're kind of at the beginning of the game. So we've started our basic base here. We've got our basic stuff going. We've got our furnace. We've got our research stuff going. We've got what's known as a centrifuge, so we can extract resources from dirt that we collect. We've also got some power going over here. We've got solar power and wind power going, as well as we've got some packagers that we're making from some graphite. Speaking of, let's make another one here. And so on. So what we've been doing is we've been collecting some stuff to just get us started, because around the planet there's a whole bunch of stuff just laying around that will let us get started here at the very beginning of the game. And so I'm doing these things called packagers. We're going to utilize these packagers here in a bit. I don't need my tethers right now. I'll put that over there. Put this in here. There we go. Now, another thing that we did do, we did make this ramp which goes down into the middle of the planet. Now, later on, you can come back and you can power it up, and things and all of that. Well, look at those graphic changes. Yeah, they've done a little bit of improvement to graphics and whatnot, but mainly they've improved to stability of the game. They added a really cool large shredder, as well as a massive large table that you can use now. And they do upgrade this game and add it. Now, it's like version 1.15 now, I think is whatever's in my title. 1.12. 1.12. And it's really much improved, right? Because it just really kind of released not too long ago. And I had it actually before. A great contributor to the stream is Big JP. He donated the game to me because I was like, it's one of those games I want to check out. It looks pretty cool. Because I love to build. I love to build and build bases and make them more efficient. And I love to play the beginning of games through multiple times to get down the game mechanics. And how can I be more efficient? How can I build a better base? How can I build it in such a way that it makes it better and better every single time I play? So I love to do that. I love to do that. I don't even know what that person said. My mods are so on top of it. My mods are like this. It's gone. I don't know. I have no idea what they said, and they are gone. Just like that. Just like that. Bam! That's because Wrath of Wall is a boss! Welcome back, Wrath of Wall. Thank you so much for backing me up tonight, by the way. I want you guys to show lots of love. I told in my schedule that I was going to be here today. But my senior mod, Chewy, didn't realize that I was going to be streaming today, so he forgot to schedule all the mods. So they kind of jumped in and helped today, because it was like a little bit of confusion on my schedule or whatnot. I don't know. I wrote it on there that I was going to be on Thursday. But I did say last week that I potentially could be off, or maybe I would be off this Thursday. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go for it because I thought I didn't have to pick up my daughter today, but then I ended up having to pick her up today. That's life, right? That's how life goes. Right? You try to do one thing and then something else and the other thing and that thing and another thing and the thing and the thing. But the thing, and the thing. All right, let's go ahead and make some more graphite here. Now we're going to go get a bunch of more dirt. Right over here. We're going to do it the easy way. We're just going to keep... it's over this way. Over this way. We're just going to keep widening this baby out. Just going to widen it out on the sides this time. Now, a really easy way to widen this out is to hold down the control key right here on your ramp, and it will just literally just flatten this whole thing out here. And so we can just go like this. Now, of course, I just lost my tether there, but that's okay. We can fix that later. And I ran out of power. Bam, there we go. Oh, I don't have my thing on me. Hold on, I gotta go back and get my little power thingy I got over here. Whoopsie doopsie. Put that over there. Put this over here. Now we're going to fire up this thing called the centrifuge. If you've never seen this game before, it is incredibly, incredibly fun. I'm like so addicted to this game. This is one of these games where you can start playing it like at 5 o'clock at night, and then all of a sudden the sun's coming up. It's totally like that. Hard to focus with floating Kismet. Oh, me over here? I moved up here so I stopped overlapping some of the interface. Right? Like I was overlapping some of the interface, so I've kind of moved myself right here. Also above the other bar as well. I used to have myself in an overseer's window in the upper right-hand corner. You can see it in my old YouTube video. But typically I move up like this. I might move myself down. I actually have some new overlays in the works. But I might move myself back down again. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I need some power, though. But for now, I call this my slim interface, where I'm just kind of, minimize everything on the screen so you guys can see maximum amount of the gameplay. Which I like to do. All right. And there we go. We're going to widen this out some more. I think this is one of the coolest functions in the game. There's this ability to kind of just go in here and shape stuff out. Now, I'll go in and fix the rest of it later. I feel like it's a little higher. Why is it going... Why is it going a little higher there? See how it's going a bit higher on this other side here? Sometimes that happens. So the first thing I'm doing is kind of just shaping my way down. Probably should pick up these tethers. Some of them are going underground. They're going underground. I'll come back and fix all that tether stuff later. I'll fix all that later. As well. Alright. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of widening this tunnel at the same time I'm collecting resources. Now the reason why I'm widening this tunnel is eventually I'll get my medium vehicle and large vehicle and go in here and get this tunnel. Kind of feel like there was another one. Oh, it's right there. Oh. As well. Now you can actually use your vehicle to tunnel as well, which is a lot of fun. We'll get to that later. We're just in the kind of early stages of a new playthrough. I have played through several times before. I've never gotten to the where I've powered up all the planets yet. I usually have a tendency to start over. Sometimes that drives people crazy, but that's pretty much me. If you've been in my stream at all, you know that's me. I like to do the same thing in other games, like I mentioned, like in Stardew or whatever. I think I might have lost my thing there. Oh well. Oh well. So what I'm doing is just collecting a bunch of dirt so I can run it in my centrifuge. And because I have the wide mod, the boost mod, and the higher level drill bit, it allows me to shape that out pretty quickly. Pretty awesome. There we go. What do people gain from modding Twitch channels? I always wondered. They just help out, but what I do for my mods is I take them to TwitchCon every year. That's what I do. I'm one of the few people who do. I take 5 of my mods usually to TwitchCon every single year. I've done it for the last 2 years, and I'm going to do it the 3rd year this year. We're going to have to get that going soon. I take them to TwitchCon. I also send them free goodies. If I get codes and stuff like that from sponsors, I send them that stuff. Sometimes I will give them donations from the stream. We'll have just like mod months where we give them the donations that have been given. We let them split them up and stuff like that. So basically, they just help out, and why they're already in the stream anyway. And usually, I give it to people who typically don't want mod. And you're like, what? Because when people come in and ask for mod, my first answer is no, because I don't know them. If I don't know you, I'm not going to be trusting you with anything. Now, if you've been in the stream a lot, you've been saying, hey, how's everybody doing? You say hello all the time, and you're an awesome part of the community. Maybe. I'll put you on the list. And when I do need a mod, then maybe. But definitely someone just off the street just coming in. It's like handing somebody you don't know your car keys, right? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, everybody. If you're going to be a streamer, definitely do not do that. Because there are people with nefarious purposes who think it's funny to ruin other people's fun. I am not one of those people. I like to enhance fun instead of ruining it. All right, bam. All right, so we're on a mission here to package up a ton of stuff. So we're going to take a ton of packagers here. Again, basically what I did is I got the dirt. It's now going to run in the centrifuge. That centrifuge is going to turn it into what's known as graphite. That graphite I will then turn into packagers. And then these packagers will then allow me to collect research material. They'll allow me to collect wind things. We found a bunch of wind things out there that we're going to grab. Like these back here, the medium wind turbines, which provide power, and so on. So we're just kind of getting that together right here, letting that run. I think we might be good with just a couple more of these. All right, that should be good enough. Okay, so we're going to let our stuff here. Now, we don't have any research running right now, so we need to get out here. Get ourselves some research. We're going to take off on our little vehicle here, which is pretty cool. Let's see how much research we got. Hold on. Where are we at on our research? Oh, we got 7,000. Holy moly. Holy moly. I forgot. We did that much yesterday. Man, we were crushing it. Let's see. Drill mod. Can't do that yet. Really want to get to where we can do our chemistry station. Medium printer. Let's see. 1,600? Yeah, let's get our chemistry lab. We need ceramic, glass, and tungsten. So tungsten is going to be one of the first things we're going to need to get. We need tungsten and lithium. So we need to establish ourselves a base elsewhere. Get that tungsten and lithium going on. And they add an extra large extra large platform C, which is really cool. Because you can use your extra large platform C with the other things, which are these large storages, and even make it even more. So it's massive. Massive, massive. Is it fun? Some people find it fun. I got the best mods on Twitch. I appreciate all of them. There you go. There you go. There you go. People lurk. Yeah, people lurk in there. People talk back and forth. You can always tell people. See, here's the funny thing about people when they come into my chat, right? I've been doing this for 4 years. At first, you know, you have people coming in and you have people ask a question like that. And I consider it like a volley, right? They ask a question like that so they can spike in something, some sort of agenda that they have, right? Like they want to, this person particularly seems like they want to talk about how being a mod is not fun. But if you've never modded, or maybe you have modded, maybe you had a bad experience, wants to set up something that they can bitch about. People are like that in life, right? Not only in chat, but also in real life. They'll come up to you and they'll be the devil's advocate. They'll come up and they'll say something negative. Because you know why? Because they want to complain about something. They want to bitch about something and whatnot. And when someone comes in my chat and says, well, this chat is dead as hell, that person is on red alert from my mods, which is a funny irony because he's talking about mods. That person is an instant going to be banned. I can see them with their finger over the button right there. Now, I would hope that wouldn't be the case. I would hope people come in, just want to start a discussion, a kindly discussion, a respectful discussion about mods, and I don't mind that at all. I'll talk about it all day long. But I find that, you know, people inside sometimes they've got to start something, right? They got to be negative. They want to tear other people down. They want to cause some trouble, some drama, whatever it is. And I'm not saying that that's what you're trying to do. But you want to watch your wording and you want to watch the way you talk to people when you go in their chat or you talk to people in real life. Because especially if you wouldn't say it to real life to their face, I especially wouldn't say it in the chat. But then again, it's your life. They're your life decisions. You can do whatever you want, right? So you can go make your own choices and feel the repercussions of those choices. I mean, it's always something, right? When someone comes in and says, Kismet, you're old. Kismet, you look like Tony Hawk. Kismet, you look like the guy from Breaking Bad. Now, some people come in with a positive thing and say, oh, wow, you look like Tony Hawk. Oh, cool. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. He's out there. He's a year older than me. He's still out doing what he loves to do. And I'm still here doing what I love to do. But then there's other people who come in and they try to make it a negative. They try to say, oh, Kismet, you're old. You look like Tony Hawk. Or Kismet, you're old. You look like the other guy. That kind of thing. That's bringing negativity, disrespect, that kind of stuff. I only really have one rule. It's rule number 1. Be respectful in my channel. If you're not respectful, I don't mess around. You're gone. I don't have time for disrespectful people. And neither do you, by the way, in your life. Don't take other people's negativity and stick it on your shoulder. Don't put it in some sort of negativity backpack and carry it around like it's your job to carry around other people's negativity. Now, throw that off, everybody. I'm at the age where I'm high level in real life. I've got real life achievements. I've done real life things in my life and had an amazing time. And I love to stream and I love to play games and I love to put a little positivity out in the world and show you guys some love. So remember that, everybody. If a person doesn't care about you, what do you care about what they think about you, right? You shouldn't care at all. Now, if they do care about you, then you should listen to them. Listen to some feedback as well. But ultimately, you answer to no one. You can be whoever you want. You can like whatever type of music you want. You can go and do everything you want yourself because they're your life choices. They're all on you. But make them great, though. Make them great. Put a little positivity in life, right? Put a little positivity in somebody's day. When you see somebody's struggling, you know, it just takes a second to say, do you need some help? Are you okay? Right? You know, here's how you tell your true friends. When your friends call you, and I've said this many times on stream, when your friends call you on the phone, are they calling you for Knicks tickets? Are they calling you to come over and help them move? Are they calling you for something, right? Are they calling you to borrow money from you? Are those the people who are calling you? Those are your friends? Here's your real friends. They call you up and they say, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. What you need? Nothing. Just checking in on you, see how you doing. Oh, I'm just sitting here with the family, just chilling out. You know, I'm playing some games. I was streaming last night, having a great time. Oh, really? Oh, cool. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I've been hanging out with the kids and, working on that stuff. It's a tough day at work or whatever. Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. What are you doing on Friday? You want to go out to, we'll go out to eat with the fams and all that kind of stuff? Okay, cool. That sounds good. All right, well, talk to you later. All right, bye. Those are your real friends. Those are your people who are going to be there when feast or famine. Those are not fair weather friends. Fair weather friends will be there only when you're a success. And I can tell you, I've made a lot of money in my day. I was a graphic designer, worked for some of the top companies in the world. And I've had those fair weather friends that were there when I rented 30 Sea-Doos and we went out and we had a big thing. Like, Kismet, you're bragging. No, I'm just making a story here. I don't care if you, I don't have an ego. I'm not trying to impress you. But I'm just telling you an example. I go out, I rent 30 Sea-Doos. We have a great, fantastic time or whatever. But where are those people at when you're sick in bed and you can't get out? Where are those people at, right? When you got no money, you're bankrupt, right? Whatever happens to you along your life, right? When you get in a car accident, when you need to move something at your house, right? Do they call you up and say, hey, I'll come over and help you move, right? Those are your real friends. When your car breaks down in the middle of the night and you're like, hey, man, I'm kind of scared. And this really happened to me in real life, by the way. It's a real life story. I was a young kid. I think it was 19 at the time. My car broke down. It was 3 o'clock in the morning in L.A., right? I got out of a movie. I went to a movie. I went to date with a girl. And then she left in her car, and I was sitting there in my car, and my car would not start. So I called my friend up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, bro, I'm out here all by myself. Can you come out and back me up here while I'm waiting for AAA to come get my car? He said, I'm on the way. Hung up the phone. Didn't have to convince him. Didn't have to ask him twice. Said, I'm on the way right now. 3 o'clock in the morning. He had to get up in the morning, by the way, and go to work. That's a true friend. That's a true friend who will back you up. Right now, I can call him up. Still my friend to this day. I call him up and say, hey, I need your help right now. He won't even ask me why. He'll get on a plane wherever he is. He could be in Japan right now, and he'll fly here wherever I am, and I would do the same exact thing for him. Those are your true friends. Those are people that you want around you, lifting you up, showing you that love every single day. And that's what I try to do here in the stream. I try to lift you up, try to give you a little love. So if you're having trouble times and you feel like, you want to make yourself feel better by bringing other people down, I can guarantee you it doesn't work. It stains your soul. I'm going to get a little heavy on you for a second. It stains your soul doing that. I've done that when I was young. All I cared about was myself, money, and acquiring money. And I made more money than people make in a lifetime. A lot of money. Ooh, it's getting a little hot in here. It's getting hot. And I can tell you it's a dead end road. So I had to choose. All about myself for the rest of my life. No kids, no family, just make tons of money and buy expensive stuff. Now, I bought lots of expensive stuff. After a while, it's just stuff. I mean, it makes it more convenient not to worry about your mortgage and your bills and all of that stuff. I'm not saying it's not nice to have money. It's not like, people say, oh, well, money is the root to all evil and all that stuff. Not really. If you have money, it's nice. You don't have to worry about those things. But that's not the end of everything, right? That's not the everything in someone's life. You got to have something more than that. Because if you're not enough without that stuff, you ain't going to be enough with it. That's why you see so many people who are millionaires, who are on their fifth wife, who are despicable people, who have very low morals and whatever. And they traded all of those morals and all of those moments with a significant other, with their kids, with their wives, and all of those things for that success. And I would never trade it for that success. If someone came to me and said, Kismet, hey, I want to pay you $10,000 or $1 million to play this, I'd be like, if the game sucked, no thanks. I don't want to be involved in it. Now, if it was a great game, okay, sure, fine. I'll put in my kids' college fund, right? Or I'd probably do is just put it right back in the stream and just get a whole bunch of PCs and give them away to you guys. That's probably what I do. That's 99% of the time. That's what I do. Is basically just give stuff right back out on the stream. Now, again, you don't have to be like me. You don't have to do whatever. They're your life choices. You go out and make them. I'm just throwing out just some, little life lessons that I've learned along the way. Try to be a great person. Try to be a great person. Try to do kind things for other people because it always comes back to you. Now, I know, partner check mark right up there, bro. Even though when I first started out, people were like, it's never going to happen. People do the same thing. Come into my chat, try to start some trouble, try to be negative, try to do that kind of stuff and say it's never going to happen. You're too old. You're too this. You're too that. And, I already knew that I probably had maybe a 1 to 5% chance of becoming partnered on Twitch. But I have the thing that I am relentless. I never give up. Now, on top of all of that, I also had medical issues that made it difficult for me to even sit at the computer for more than 30 minutes. I have vertigo and sleep apnea. I couldn't drive. I couldn't go anywhere. But it actually saved my life because it gave me something that I love to do every day. And instead of just laying in the bed and letting my wife take care of me until I died, I said, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something else because that's the way I am. I don't ever give up. I'm relentless. I am relentless to a fault. I will just keep going and going and going. Now, we're just driving around right now, by the way, everybody. We'll get back into the game in here. I'm just looking for loot. Just looking around for this loot that we left somewhere. I think maybe it was in this direction. Let's follow these beacons. See if we can find that loot that we had over here. So we're looking for extra loot that's just laying around on the planet that we can bring back and power up our base here. And the thing is, you want to get lots of storage. Like I found another battery there. You want to get lots of power storage, and you want to get a lot of power generation. And we're just on the first planet. We started over again with the new patch, which actually makes it a little bit more difficult in the beginning. Oh, look, right here, research, right? Some research there. Oh, another free solar over here. Whoop, whoop. Free solar. We'll be taking that, thank you very much. Oh, we get it. There we go. Free solar. Whoa, hello. Get up in there. So I'm kind of like scavenging, right? I'm going around. It's like running around scavenging for free loot. Let's see if we got anything else here. I like to shape around the bottom to see if I've missed anything, and then I'll do this. Where I make a little thing that says, Kismet, you have already looted this. So I don't loot it 12 times in a day, right? I had that same problem with Subnautica, is that I kept going back to the same spots and keep looking for different loot every single time. And there was no loot there. All right, let's see what we got up here. Got a little bit of power here. Very nice. Right here. Put that over here. And again, this one. I already got it. All right, on to the next one. Now, we do have a bunch of stuff here. A bunch of research we can grab while we're out and about. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, we're going to do this the easy way now. Since we made some graphite, we can make some packagers and throw them on there and let it rock and roll. What's up? Love the stream. Thanks very much, Kill John Now. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Heck yeah, I'm a sub. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I try to bring a little positivity. Not everybody gets positivity in their day. You know, you have a lot of negative things happen to you in your day. And you just want a little bit of love. You come on in my channel, I'll give you some love. Especially all these people hitting the follow button. We got Cap coming in. We got Matrick Swayze, as opposed to Patrick Swayze. Very nice. We got Menzi Zika. Oh, man, I'm so bad with names. I'm going to butcher everybody's names, but that's part of my charm. Parker coming in. Kill John Now coming in. Mars Merchant as well coming in. Dropping the Dragon Hammer. Like that. Crushing the follow button and becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. My name's Kismet. We have a lot of fun up in here. We play a lot of various games, including one of my favorite games here recently is Astroneer. Super, super fun. I have a lot of fun playing it. Very, very fun. JWTTC Goff coming in with the follow as well. Again, I don't mind coming in, people coming in and starting a respectful discussion. But when it degrades to the point where it's just disrespectful, that's really my main rule in the chat. And really, I think everybody kind of assumes that in most conversations, whether it's in real life or virtually online, have that respect for the other people. And if they don't have any respect for me, then I don't want to talk to them. I just like, okay, I'm good. Because I don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to talk to anybody. There's nothing that's forcing you to talk to people who are disrespectful or who are being rude to you. Because my stream, I'll just have them banned. My mods know that if they break that first rule, they're just gone. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Now, I find that most people who have a problem with that have that, what I was talking about earlier. They just want to start something. You know, and sometimes, you know, in gaming, you know, I like to talk a little gamer trash from time to time, as long as it doesn't pass the disrespect, right? Now, I know people that I can do that. Hey, man, that was epic fail, right? I know people that I can do that with, and people that I don't know that I would never do that with. Because we don't have that rapport built yet. We don't have that trust built yet. So you want to make sure that you build up that trust for if you want to kid around with somebody or something like that. There it is. I see it. I always make sure I have that rapport or that trust first so the person doesn't feel like I'm tearing them down. I don't like to tear people down, and I don't like people to tear me down, but I don't care. I'm at the age where I don't care anymore. I don't care if people got some sort of agenda or a problem or whatever. You know what? It's not my job or your job to take other people's problems as well as put them onto your shoulders. It's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. You can empathize. You can help them if you feel it's necessary, but it is literally not your problem. It is not your problem. I do empathize with people with issues, especially if they are disabled or if they have medical issues and things like that. That's fully understandable. But if they just are an a-hole, they're an a-hole. That's just the way that is, right? Put a one in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about. People just, sometimes they're just a-holes. There is no reason for it. They just are. Right? So there you go. What do you find power cells useful for? I usually use them for my base in the very beginning. Sometimes or rarely I use them when I'm channeling, when I'm shaping. But mostly for the base. I just sit them at the base, and if I ever run low on power early on, then I'll use them at the base. But other than that, I'm just a bit of a pack rat. I collect everything that I see. I'm very much that guy that goes along and says, wow, there's this, and oh, look, shiny. Oh, look, something shiny. Get it. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. I like shinies. Shiny stuff is cool. Oh, another battery. Oh, my gosh, we're on a roll with these batteries. We have found a crazy ton of batteries this time. And again, every time you start over, it kind of randomizes your worlds. Look at all those ones in the chat. Lots of ones. Holy moly. 1, 2s, and 3s. Really getting into it. So, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. And sometimes, I talk about real-life stuff like that. And, being respectful and that kind of stuff. But again, I never tell people you have to do that. You don't have to. It's your life choices. You have to suffer the consequences from it. Ruining your relationships and, people don't want to be around you. And, the second you start talking, people start to cringe when you're around. Like, I used to cuss a lot when I was young, right? And then, like every other word, like most of the streamers do now here on Twitch. So I'm no saint when it comes to cuss words, but you won't hear me do it here on stream, and I typically don't do it around people anymore. And the reason why is it makes other people uncomfortable. And I like those people. I want to be around those people. So if it's making them uncomfortable, I don't mind not doing it. And eventually, I just stop doing it naturally. Now, sometimes I'll hit my finger, or I'll stub my toe, or I'll fall down the stairs because I have vertigo, so sometimes that happens. Usually I fall on the stairs, not necessarily down the stairs, because that will kill you. But I will drop a curse word or two if my kids are not around. Sometimes I'll do a whole string of curse words that will make a sailor blush. But I try not to do it when anybody's around. Because again, it does make other people uncomfortable. And really, after a while, it just kind of loses its thrill, and it's really not that effective anyway. It doesn't make you feel any better. I guess when you're young, I guess that's like a exciting thing to do curse words. But if everybody's doing it, it's really, you're just like everybody else anyway. So, I don't know. It doesn't float my boat, if you know what I mean. And I prefer to keep it where it's comfortable, where people can do their homework and listen to my stream. Or, you can be with your family. Your kids can be walking by and go, oh, what are you doing, Daddy or Mama? Oh, I'm watching Kismet here, and he's building something, or he's wandering the planet for the last hour. Finding cool loot to build up his giant mega base. See, that's what I like. I like to have a wide variety of viewers who can, no matter what they're doing, they can watch it from a whole different perspective. So again, I appreciate everybody coming on. Have a great night, Route the Wall. Thank you so much for filling in tonight. We got Crazy on board now. Thank you so much, Crazy, for backing me up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go longer than 6, Crazy. So at 6 o'clock, let's make sure we have those raid targets, if you don't mind. All right. And again, my mods are awesome. Appreciate the people that help you out along the way, by the way. Which I do all the time. I try to do nice things for my mods all the time. Oh, that's where I have my beacon. Cool. I try to raise funds and take them to TwitchCon. I try to send them free stuff when I can and that kind of stuff. Because not everybody in the world is going to be there to back you up. In fact, very few. Very, very few. Most people are going to try to tear you down for whatever personal reason they might have, had a bad childhood. They think that, hey, going into someone's stream and, doing that stuff. Now, mine's the worst to troll. If you want to find channels to troll, you probably want to get the young kids because people like me have already been around. We already heard it all already. We don't care. We don't care. You go in and you start picking on some old dudes. Most of the time, they're not going to care. Their ego is not tied to what people think about them. The person who's going to be the hardest on you anyway is you, right? I'm the hardest on me. I'm like, man, I sure wish I could do more stuff in a day. I wish I had more time in a day so I could do more stuff. I could stream more, and I could spend more time with my kids, and I could do more stuff and all of that. That's the thing I wish for right now. But I have a very full life. I have a lot of stuff going on, wife and family, and also get to do this, which I love to do, which is streaming and hanging out with all of you guys and all of that. And that's something magical if you can get to that point in your life. When you have a lot of stuff together that really enhances your day-to-day life. And a lot of great people to back you up when times get tough. Oh, I already did this. Now, see, I forgot to mark it, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and mark it. We've already done that. There we go. I just shaped that. That's the easiest thing to do. It's just to shape that up. Now, I could put a beacon there, or I could, put a, like a thing there, like a building or something like that tells me I've already done it. But I find it's just easier to shape it because it costs next to nothing. Ooh, look at all this research in here. I think we've only got one more, right? One more that we can get research. Man, we could just do research all day long here. So we're kind of looking for research. Oops. I just scan those. Though I could take them back and put them in my thing. I just scan them because it just takes too long to sit there one by one and put those in. I mean, you could sit there and do that. I would rather be doing other stuff. So I think that's it. Of course, if we find some graphite, that would be nice. I don't see any graphite out here. Go check this mountain over here. Tons of resin going right up the side of it. There's a compound there. I bet you we got a bunch of research hiding in these trees here somewhere as well. Look, a little run around. Did we mark our thing? We did. We marked our vehicle. We put a beacon on the vehicle itself so that we can turn around and we can see it through the trees there. Kind of barely see it through the trees, but you can see it's purple through the trees. We'll just kind of run around, look and see if we find any unique resources like graphite, ammonium, things like that. Again, there's some research right there, but we don't have enough graphite right now. We could have brought more graphite and whatnot. But we want to get this going, and we want to eventually get to the point where we get over to other planets, because we're going to need tungsten, we're going to need lithium. So we're going to need to get that going as well. I don't really see anything too sexy over there. Whee! All right. I just like to pick up the free stuff. That's just loot I don't have to pick up. All right, and we'll come out here with our big truck at some point. We'll really get into some trouble. Take a little bit of dirt there. Shape that in. Again, these are just easier just to scan like that than to pick those all up. But they do give you more if you put them in the thing. I get that all the time. People are new to my stream. They'll come in and say, Kismet, if you take those and put them in the thing, you'll get the thing. Yeah, I figured that out. But I appreciate the sentiment, though. I appreciate the thought and the sentiment. All right. More free stuff. I love free stuff, and I cannot lie. Touch my stuff, and I'll poke you in the eye. All right. Shape that in. Oh, we got one of these research things over here. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a sustained power. I don't think we have enough power to sustain that over here. Let's try it. What I'm going to do is kind of turn my little car around here. I can try to attach. I think I'm still not far enough forward. I'm going to try to attach it here. Yeah, not far enough forward. Another thing you can do is shape out the trees. Oops. Shape out the trees. And the trees will eventually disappear. Oh, I think it's still going to be too far away. Ah, so close. So close. Now what we want to do is go ahead and move this out. Again, I love the shaping in this game. It's probably my favorite part in here. The voxel shaping is super, super fun. Again, thanks everybody for being here. You know, sometimes I talk about real life stuff. You know, hey, that's what I like to do. I like to relate to people, talk to people. You know, see how their days go and that kind of stuff. Just like I would in real life, you know? We were sitting, chilling out, having a drink. I'd do the same thing. Talk about real life, chill out, see how everybody's doing. And the funny thing is, in real life, I am very, typically real quiet. I like to listen to people's stories about their life and how they came to be where they are in their life and all of that stuff. I'm very much like that at TwitchCon. I'm very, fairly quiet. I have to really kind of think about talking. Like, oh, well, don't forget to, you know, say this thing and remember that thing and the other thing. And ask them how they're doing and that kind of stuff. Normally, I'm just listening. Darn it. Missed it again. Too far out. We'll get it. We got this. I thought I went pretty close. There we go. Much better. Oh my gosh, still no? Really? That's a bummer. All right, let's try this. Yeah, see, that's going in. I can go that way. Come on, I feel like we could get that. You little. Maybe there's something in the way. Hold on. Let's try that. Yeah, see, that should be snapping in there. Huh. Oh, maybe I can't go in there with that. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is the one that I can't attach to that. That's right. I can only attach it this way, and I can't attach it that way. Ah, I forgot. I forgot this car you can't do it with. Okay, that's why it's not working. Thought that was weird. Thought that was weird. I just dawned. I mean, I just remembered. We'll come back to those another time. Let's see what else. Anything else around here we can grab? I think that's probably good. Let's go back. Let's go. This is one of my favorite parts right here is when you just open up. And you're just going full speed. It's very bumpy. This little tractor bounces around a lot. The other vehicles, not as much, I find. But this one does have a tendency to bounce a lot. Huh. Where's our other beacons? Where's our other beacons? Huh. Huh. Oh, this is the other one. This is the second one. Man, we're way over here. We're way over here. Let's go get a bird's eye view, everybody. Let's go. One of the things I really like about this game is also the fact that you can just like climb up the side of a mountain here. Get up real high and you can shape it out. Make yourself like a little ramp. I've been over here already. As you can see, I've got a thing on top of the thing there. I've got a beacon. Actually, that beacon's incorrect. Let's go over here and see if we can see our other beacon. Usually I put it in the direction I can see. Oh, it's this way. So I put it on the side of the actual beacon usually. Yeah, there it is. And that's going to be... Whoop, 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 whoop. That's going to be in the north direction. See, I typically do stuff for reasons, right? I put the beacon on that side, which tells me the beacon I can see is in the north direction that way. So we're kind of heading back in this direction. We've already looted all of this. That going on. Maybe we'll get our medium one. What if we get our medium one out here and get that done? Oh, there's ammonium right there. And this little one's great for getting in between the trees and just kind of going out, get a little bit of research at the very beginning. Doesn't require that much research or that much materials. You can obviously make it on the first planet because we haven't been off this planet on this playthrough. I have cored all the planets. I do know where all the resources are. I have unlocked all of the things in there as well. So, there we go. I find those small research items harder to place in the research chamber too. Maybe that's just me. No, you're not alone. You're not alone in that. I find everything's really hard to put in the research chamber unless you've got the other sides of it filled. If you don't have the other sides of it filled, especially if you're on something that's doing that, it kind of tempts me to make them the research chambers only on the ones that don't have the sides. It tempts me to put it on those ones. And again, we made some beacons that allow us to traverse across here. Loading stuff. Found that rock. Found that rock. It came and jumped in front of my car. Uh-oh. You're like, uh-oh, Kismet, what are you going to do, bro? You're out of power, man. You got no wind power. You got no solar power. Oh, wait. Oh, getting a little bit of wind power. Wait for that wind to kick in. We off. That's why I keep a little bit of both. A little bit of wind, a little bit of solar. So we can keep on rocking and rolling. Woo! Caught some air right there. We already looked through all that. Another beacon, then we'll come back. And again, we got the beacon up on the top. Just looking for resources. Found some compound. Look at that. Look at that. So much research everywhere. There's a massive amount of research. We need a massive amount of graphite to go with our massive amount of research. All right, so that beacon took us in the direction of our base, and now we can see our beacon for our base. We're going to start heading toward that one. Kind of like a little freeway that tells you how to get from place to place, right? From that beacon over there to here. And I actually feel like I'm going to make a freeways this time. I'm going to make freeways on every one of my planets from where that is to where that other one is right there. I'm actually going to make a road all the way there and probably make like a little channel and whatnot. It'll be pretty fun. Lots of fun stuff you can do in this game. You can make tunnels, you can make channels, you can build gigantic bases, you can fly in outer space and go get more resources and fun stuff like that. Now here's my little starter base, and eventually we'll make this into a mega base. Right now, with a little bit of a starter base. We just started it yesterday. Or restarted it yesterday, I guess would be a better way to explain it. All right, there we go. Because we want to always keep our research running as much as we can. Of course, I prefer the other research, right? The ones where it makes it a lot easier to just let it run for 5 minutes and you're getting 1,300 versus getting 500. But that's okay. We'll first get a couple of these unpacked. And see, these ones right here make research easy. Because it just goes right in there. And it doesn't have any side things. So it's not always trying to snap to the side. So my suggestion would be make this table just for your research. Because it makes it easier. All right, we'll start our research going. We're also going to put our batteries up here that we found. Oh, wait, we did have one of those little research samples right there. Oh, that was fail. That was fail. I misclicked. Come on. There we go. We got some more batteries. Actually, we'll probably put our batteries over on that side. We found 2 more batteries. Cool. And then I keep 1 battery typically on me. And then I just kind of, you know, I'm a little bit of a pack rat. I'll pack rat all that stuff off to the side. If I need it later, I'll be good. Fire that up a little bit. And we found ourselves some more solar. Do we have any more room for solar over here? Doesn't look like it. But we're going to have to take some of these generators out. There we go. There we go. So again, I find the most important thing, power generation, and then, of course, storing that power. Once you've mastered that, this game, you rule. You rule the universe once you get that going. Let's see, where else do I got a spot? Right there. There we go. So you can see I found these. I didn't make these, by the way. I found these medium solars, and I found some medium wind just out and about on the planet. Pretty fun. Good night, Big JP. Thank you so much for that game. Big time. We'll have to play some next week, all right? So let's make a date. Wednesday, Thursday. We'll play some Borderlands 2. And I'm going to knock over my light some more. Definitely want to. I'm going to get me a light that attaches to the ceiling and comes down. So I can stop knocking that over. One of these days, because what I do is I sit up and I move back and it just hits the edge of it and it falls over every single time. Almost. All right, more wind power. Let's go ahead and get that. Again, this is free loot. I love me some free loot. I love me some free loot. And look at that power we're getting now. Now it's looking sexy. Sexy loot. Oh, look at this. More wind power. Liking it. Let's get that medium out of there for right now. Let's get that wind power in there. We need that. We'll just kind of keep it over there for right now. Now, let's go ahead and consolidate all of our research over here. I'll put that back on there. I'll put all of our research together. We don't need to unpack it all. We just go ahead and leave it compressed here until we need it. Oh, another wind turbine. Oh, man, did we really get that many? Wow, I didn't remember. I didn't remember we got that many. I'm going to take this off of here. Where can I put this solar? I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to sit this solar right here. There we go. Or actually, maybe I'll put it up here with my other solars. I like to have the solar elevated. In my last playthrough, I made what's known as 24-hour power. So I put it up on top of one of those things that you saw me at, one of those big giant monolith things. And I put it all up on the top, and because I was on the side of the planet, the sun never set. So it was always going around about 30-degree angle around the entire planet. I cut out a gigantic mountain, though, so that it would always have power all the time. So you didn't even need batteries. It would just constantly run. And I had 6 research things going at the same time, utilizing that power. Now, again, why make it? Why collect the resources when you can just run around and find free stuff? I like finding free stuff. And I like utilizing free stuff because then I feel like I'm better utilizing my resources as well. All right. Oh, we're going to put this one up there. There we go. So we want to have plenty of solar, plenty of power, and then, of course, the ability to store all of that power. Oh, we forgot to start this one. There we go. And then we have plenty of research right here. Actually, we just put this on there and this on there. Take this and put this up. Put this up there. Bam! I actually kind of feel like I want to turn that around. Bam! Nice. We'll leave the battery on there just so we can see what's going on with our battery, and then we can put this back over there. All right, what do we got over here? Just some oxygen filters. Not really going to need that. Let's go ahead and just put that kind of on our side ones here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we got all of that styling. And now we're kind of looking to, okay, what do we want to do next? What do we need to do next in the game? Hey, Kismet, I have a study all day. Can you wish me good luck? I wish you incredibly great luck, like Jinx. In fact, how about we give you some love right here in the chat? Let's go, everybody. Give us some love. Oh, let's get it going on. Get that love a-going. Just got funky up in here. That's study love. Come on, everybody in the chat. I'm not playing anymore until I see some love in that chat. Come on now. Come on now. Throw it in the chat, everybody. Let's go. See some love in there. Throw some Twitch hearts in there. Throw some Kismet hearts in there. Let's get it going. Let's wake up a little bit here in the stream. Come on now. Gotta get that love. Gotta send that Kismet love out. We gotta send it on the Kismet love train. Oh, yeah. All right, got some love going on. There you go, like Jinx. Sending you some love. I hope you have a fun study session, or at least you rock that test or whatever it is you're studying for, or get that job or whatever you're trying to do. I hope you crush it, bro. I hope you come back and Kismet, I crushed that. I crushed it, bro. I studied hard, and I delivered on it. I hope it works out for you, man. Thanks for hanging out in the stream as well. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Hey, more stuff to research here. Let's do it. We got plenty of power now. We got plenty of power. So we need to think about what are we doing next. I believe we need to get a rocket going on, and we need to get to another planet. So we're going to build our little baby rocket here because we don't have any ability to make aluminum alloy right now because we need tungsten. But we do have the ability to make aluminum, so we're going to go ahead and hit that little baby right there. And that's going to be on our large printer, which we have around here somewhere. I think it's back behind here. There it is. So we can go ahead and put some aluminum over there. I know we were making some last time. Right over here. There we go. Some aluminum. And we're going to get our very first spaceship in this playthrough. I've made all the stuff in here, by the way. Even the new stuff, by the way. Even the large platform and the large shredder. We made that before we restarted over. Oh, that's a medium printer. I haven't made my large printer yet. It just dawned on me. I get confused. Compound. Oh, bam. That's right. That's our medium printer. We got our small printer over here. I also want to make that larger vehicle eventually, too. Let's take a look at that larger vehicle. Right now, I got 6,000 research. So we're looking good there. We can do our buggy, our medium rover. Compound aluminum for the buggy and medium rover. You know what I've never done? I don't think I've ever taken the buggy and connected the medium rover to the back of the buggy. That's tempting. Tempting to try that. Well, let's save it for right now. Let's save it for right now. We'll get this going. All right, we're going to go take this off of here. Take this off. We're just going to utilize this. Or our large printer. And here we go. All right, small shuttle. Go. Da, 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 da. Now, another thing we need to make, of course, is our ability to blast off. We're going to need our rocket right here. Solid fuel thruster. Of course, we want to get the higher end one eventually. Then we also want to get our auctionator. Did we unlock that yet? He's over here. There's our auctionator. All right, we'll get that going as well. So auctionator and rocket are both on the small printer. So let's go ahead and get our small printer over here. Small printer. Where'd you go? Right there. We'll put all of our printers over here. Be a little printing section. All right. We can just go ahead and take our small printer. One of the cool things about some of the smaller items is that you don't necessarily have to have it on the tables itself. It can sit separately, like this one right here, the small one. So we need 2 resin. Oh, wait, we're not making that. We're making the other thing. We need more than 2 resin. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Ammonium and aluminum. All right. Probably going to need to make some ammonium up here. Make some up here. And aluminum, I think we had enough, right? What we got over here? Got some aluminum there. Yeah, aluminum and ammonium. All right. And then our ship's being made. I think that's super cool, right? Now, the cool thing is we actually have a launch pad over here. Eventually, I'll move all this stuff, I think, over here to where this launch pad is. I just kind of felt like building it that way to start. I think what I'm going to do here is move everything to this side. Just have it right around my launch pad. Right over here. What happens if I take that out? Does it just go back in there the same way every time? Yeah, because what I want to do is eventually have it where the cargo side, this side is toward my base. So we're just going to just flatten this out a little bit here. Get ourselves a nice little area right around our rocket. I love this part of the game. This is just so fun to build your own little area around your base. You can make it as wide as you want, nice and flat, and you can organize it however you want. So let's go ahead and rearrange our base here a little bit. Because what I like to do is I like to, go off on the rocket, get the resources, come back with the rocket, and of course, drop it off where I work all of my stuff here. So let's go ahead and again, we don't have enough. We need to get a few of these things. We need to really kind of fix this up. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and rework the base a little bit here. And as you go through, by the way, you want to be upgrading your base and whatnot as you go. Let's get this going while we're working on that other stuff. Get our solid fuel thruster going. There we go. So yeah, you want to be upgrading your base and trying to improve it and all of that stuff. So I'm going to put that over there. Let's go down here in the caves. And again, we'll kind of shape this out a little bit, flatten it out a little bit. Nice wide area. So we're taking from all down here. We're trying to do a dual purpose, right? So we're fixing up our entrance down into the caves here. We're widening it for our big car eventually. But also what we're doing is we're collecting dirt to use it up on the surface. There's just something really magical and artistic and fun about shaping in this game. Incredibly fun. Incredibly. Hi, what's up? This game's kind of cool. I agree. It's super fun. I do dig it a lot. It's one of the few games that I can say wholeheartedly as an instant buy. An absolute buy in my book. If you like these type of space games, if you like to build stuff, explore, if you like to go on the journey, as I like to call it, then this is definitely a buy. Now, if you go and buy it, what do I get? Nothing. That's okay. You can go buy it from Steam or find it on Humble Bundle on sale. It's okay. Well, you get a fun game. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about having some fun playing games. Get this debris out of there. Eventually we'll come back for that. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm just flattening it out. Based on my original base here, I'm using its kind of starting point as the kind of flattener that flattens all the rest of this out to that level. And I'm just kind of trying to do it at the same angle all the way around. So I have a nice flat area like that. Very nice. Okay. Now we're going to just grab all the resources. Now the first thing I do is I kind of organize my resources. Later on you can get stuff to stack your resources on and stuff. Again, I have played the game pretty far through. You can also use your vehicle. And you have vehicles of different sizes and items of different sizes. And as you go further and further through the game, you will get stuff that is larger and larger. And you can get more and more resources and do all sorts of fun stuff. I'm going to head back. Look at this. Use our noggins. Use our noggins. Like that. There we go. I also like to have an easy entrance. I was building some of my bases up high, like I would build a whole ramp up to it, and I'd build it up on another level and whatnot off of the ground level. I actually find it's more convenient to actually build on the ground level. One of the few games that I build on ground level, I typically like doing towers and large builds, whatnot, in Fallout and in other games. I do prefer them to be up out of the ground because that's usually where all the danger is, at the ground level. So I typically like to be up in a tower because it's harder for people to get up into your base and stuff like that. But we're just going to kind of move all of our resources we have laying around over there. These we can pick up and put on our backpack. This we can pick up and just carry over here. And then we'll start getting serious here. There we go. Boom. We're going to disconnect all of this. And we're going to go ahead and start with this. And again, I feel like I'm going to make another one of these small platforms. Typically, I don't make these small platforms because they can be a bit cumbersome. Because they don't have the sides on them, which you can use to put resources in it. But I'm going to go ahead and feed this right into my thing there. Very nice. And put it right by the edge of my base. And then I feel like, again, we're going to try to make one of these square ones. Where'd that little one go? Over there. But we can't use that for our research. Typically, I like to use the bigger ones. Let's go ahead and put that there for a second. And let's go ahead. Make ourselves a small... Oh, actually, it's under the small one. That's right. It's not under the medium one. It's under the small one over here. Let's go over the small one here. We already made ourselves a thing for our rocket ship. We'll get to that later. And let's go ahead and make our smaller one. Huh. Which one's our small platform? Right here. Medium platform A. Yeah, that's an A. Medium platform A with one resin. Okay. Happen to have a resin right here. Well, bam. And medium platform. That does not look like the right one. That is definitely not the right one. You know why it's not the right one? Because it doesn't have the little eye signature like that. That's what we're looking for. Like if you look underneath the other one, It does not have the eye signature, so that's a dead giveaway that that one's not it. It must be the medium printer. Maybe my instincts the first time was right. Let's go see. Yep, it was. Large platform A is what it is. Okay, we got it. Again, now if I make a mistake on here or I pick the wrong one and that kind of stuff, that's okay. Just let me go ahead and do it. I like doing that. I like to learn that way. I like to learn by trial and error. I think that's part of the fun of playing games. Is that trial and error. All right, put that up there. Oh, nope. There we go. And, oh, I'm standing right in the way. So this time we're going to try it with a large platform A. Now we need to pump some power over here, because right now our power is being powered up, but it's not really doing anything. So we're just going to temporarily pump some power over here from over there. And that's going to allow us to make one of these real quick. And we'll get our thruster. Get that going on over here. I have accidentally put it in there before and it blew up. Pretty funny. How much does it cost? Like 29 bucks, 30 bucks on Steam, or it's like 24 bucks on Humble Bundle, I believe. Spring sales are starting thinking, we'll make a show. Yeah, I get for like 24 bucks on there if you want. Any reason you aren't building close to the node again? Yeah, the reason why I didn't build close to the node is because when we land, we go planet to planet. When we're trying to power up the planets, it's a little obnoxious to try to go around the side of the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I launch my ship, and then I'm going to learn which node is the closest to this, right? Because I've obviously got the beacon, I've obviously got the thing that will lead me here. So I'm going to find the one that's closest to this base, and then we're going to build by that base instead of what we did last time where we built off on the side, which is way inconvenient when you're going planet to planet to planet. So this is more convenient to land here, and then eventually we'll go by the node and land there. But this gives me some built-in power and also a built-in shelter so I can go in and out if I want to save my game. Like that. But I don't really think that this power is really that much, right? It's enough to kind of run one research on its own. But other than that, it's really not that much additional power. And eventually I'll have a gigantic base, which will have plenty of power and all of that. So it'll be fine. All right, there we go. So let's do this. Let's make this a little easier on ourselves by not making this painful. We want to kind of think about how our base is going to be, right? We want it to be aimed in this direction. And we'll run it right from here. And we're just going to channel all of our power into this. And then this will channel in to everything else in this direction. Then same thing here. We'll go ahead and unpack this one. There we go. So now it'll be easier to put the stuff in there without all that side stuff. Put that wrong? No, I didn't put it wrong. There we go. And then we'll get this. We'll just literally just set it right here. Alrighty. Our research going. That in there. Alright, looking good. Alright, now let's think about our power generation next. How are we going to tie all of our power in? So let's go ahead and take this. Oh. Shape it out a little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this, and we're going to go ahead and do our power generation over this way. Maybe we'll do our printing. We'll do our printing on that side. Let's just use this for power. We're going to take this printer out. Let's throw it over there temporarily. And again, we're just going to use this for our kind of medium power. Later on, you can get even larger ones of these that are better for that. But right now, we're just going to kind of consolidate this. There we go. Consolidate all this power together. Like so. Utilize our little one here. Oh, we didn't shape it out there. We didn't shape it out. Flatten that all out. Nice. Okay. I think I will tie in our power. think we'll be even closer. There we go. And then we're going to grab this one over here, which is also doing our power. I'm going to run this over here. Nice view of the sun here. Sun typically goes by on this side. And run that power in there. And see, this is just stuff we're going to set up, and it's going to run. We're not going to really deal with that every day, all day. So I like to just set it up there and let it run, which is pretty great. And the same thing. Same thing with all of that. I think we could probably consolidate that. Onto here. Let's just take this out. Make sure it's not getting obstructed, though. We don't want it obstructed by anything. There we go. Look at that. Most of that stuff there we found. Or really, I think all of that, right? Except for maybe a solar and a solar wind. We found that just wandering around. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. There you go. Any reason you're building. Just trying to find some cool stuff to watch until MSI starts. Well, there you go. This stream and this game is pretty cool. Glad I found it. Well, we're glad you're here, Nutsip. Thank you for being here. Hudson says, Kismet is turning me into a Twitch viewer. I watch Twitch all the time. I watch it all the time. I watch it like when I'm working on stuff here for the stream, or if I'm doing my bills or whatever. I have it up on my other monitor and be listening in. I also have multiple streamers up usually. I have like a tab of streamers that I typically watch, and I'll flip between them depending on who's doing what. If one's on AFK, I'll be watching another one, and so on. All right. All right. We want to go ahead and just do one side's going to be our kind of production side, which is going to produce our various levels of stuff. Right? Shape that out a little bit more. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So we got all of our power generation stuff over here. Let's get our other thing here. And we'll put this off to the side. So when we're making stuff, we'll have that over there. And now when we're doing production of stuff, like in this case, smelting stuff down, we'll go ahead, put that out here. And we're just going to run that into there. I feel like we get a little bit closer. There we go. Like that. Again, I'm just trying something different than I tried before. I always build the base different every single time. That's because I want to try something new and see what happens. Is this the better configuration than the last one I had? Is the one before that a better configuration? And you learn things along the way. Now, eventually what I'll do is I'll have a bunch of research stations to just kind of circle around here that I'll queue up and just let them run while I'm off doing something else. And that's what I like to do. I like it to do lots of stuff for me while I'm doing something else. I like games like that. Like I play one called Assassin's Creed Rebellion on my tablet. I have an iPad that I play it on. I mean, you can play it also on Android and tablet as well. But it's a great game to just pop in there, check on your ninjas, run them through a few quests or do an event or something like that. And then queue a bunch of stuff up, and then you're out of there. You're on to the rest of your day, right? That's what I like to do. I like little games like that, and those are perfect for, you know, when you're waiting for your kids at school, when you're waiting on a train or a bus, or you're just waiting for someone to get ready, and you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, I think I'll play me a game while I'm waiting, right? A lot of fun little games like that. That's why I like Fallout Shelter for that reason as well. Also, the Elder Scrolls one is really fun to do that with. All right. I feel like we'll put this one out just a little bit. Like that. Just going to move this one over here. Oh, I have it backwards again. Again, I could just rotate it, but there's just something about putting it backwards that drives me crazy. There we go. Now, what I'm trying to do is just create a bit of an assembly line here, right? So I use my little forge thing, and then I put it into, I make some stuff in the centrifuge. I put it in this forge thing, and then feed it basically like that. What do I use more? Maybe we want to switch the center. Now, here's the cool thing. You just take this out. What? You know what? I want the centrifuge to be first, and then I want it to be the forge, and then I want it to be the thing. You just swap it around. That's what's cool about this whole table system that they have. I really like that. All right, now back here, we're going to use this for our printers. This one, actually, I do want to be facing the other way. We'll just use this for all our various size printers for now. There we go. All right, we got all of our resources out here. Got all this stuff moved. Got that. Let's see. I think everything's squared away now. Very nice. Okay, well, that tidied up nice. Now, what this also does is it opens up my base, so when I'm driving through here with my little vehicle, right, I can very easily just come right in here, stop right here, drop the stuff off, go down into here, or drive around the world and get a bunch of stuff. Or I can land my rocket ship and bring some resources back, or make stuff very, very easily. Very, very easily. All right, so we want to do Auctionator, which is part of our small aluminum and ceramic. Let's go ahead and get some of that. Right there's aluminum, and right there is ceramic. And let's do it. Make ourselves an Auctionator. Gonna need that for our rocket ship. In our favorite rocket ship, going to the sky, little Einsteins. Do you play League of Legends? I have played it in the past. I do not have enough time. I have wife, family, I stream, and all of that. Lots of real-life stuff that keeps you from playing very heavily competitive games. I have played a lot of competitive games. I actually won tournaments back in the day, LAN tournaments back in the day, old school, OG, the original gamer here. Back in the day, but I just don't have the time. I mean, if I'm going to play League of Legends, I want to at least be somewhat decent at it so that I'm not tearing the rest of my team down, because I actually care, right? I actually care whether my team is doing good or not. But, yeah, I typically don't play games like that, though I have played it in the past. I actually played it for a reason. I played it so Athene could get his Athene Grail in there. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. But it's also very repetitive. You do very much the same thing quite often. And it's kind of like a speed race, right? You're trying to get tons and tons of XP. You're trying to defend your lane. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Doing that a lot is fun at the beginning, but then can become very, very tedious. I think, in the game. And again, if you're really into it, hey man, play whatever games you want. That's what I say. That's what I say. Play whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. You know, I'll probably leave one of these on my vehicle eventually, but let's go over here. Let's keep this power all over here. Look at this now. Now we're looking good. Let's get all of our wind together. Let's just make this look nice, right? Let's just make it look nice. All of our power together there. Nice. Looking nice. Loving it. Look at that. Look at that power generation. Very nice. Look at that. All this wind generation going on. We also got the backup of organic there if we need to. Let's see. Speaking of, we got an empty one. I think we do. Speaking of, let's make it a little bit more organic just in case we need some backup here. I'll get that medium platform off of there. There we go. Wrong way. You know, I like to have a good stock of various different resources. Like right here, you can see I've got a bunch of resin. I got some graphite there, as well. This is additional power. Again, if we're having a power problem now, we can always enlist our power over here. Right here at the end. So let's just go ahead and set those up. And one of the things I wish you could see the base when you were rotating it. It would make it way easier to, line it up, that kind of stuff. That'd be good feedback I would give to them in the game. All right, research rocket. There we go. Research is done. Thank you, Skips to the Dam. Thank you. Sub to your YouTube channel. Thank you, Hudson, as well. I appreciate it. I have literally terabytes worth of videos over there. I put every single stream up there. So if you want to see some of my past Fallout streams or sponsor stream or highlights or Astroneer or anything, I have literally every single one for like the last, I think it's like year and a half, when I started going really hardcore. I don't know of anybody else who does that. I don't know of anybody else who records every single stream, edits it down, processes it, and then uploads it to YouTube. You just take 8 hours per video. 8 hours per video, and then I got fiber optics. Now it takes about 8 minutes. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's way better. But it still takes like an hour and a half to process on YouTube. And if for some reason I've walked by, like in Fallout, if I've walked by a radio that had some copyrighted song on it, I'd be like, too bad, too sad, Kismet. Striked. Look how fast that research went. How are we looking on research? Back to 5,300 again. Nice. All right. So let's go ahead and again, we're just kind of tidying up a little bit here. Oh, we got our stuff here. So I do like to keep a medium storage worth of stuff in case, again, we have so much stuff running that we do need that additional power. We have it right there. We got that set up and good to go. All right, let's go ahead and consolidate some of this stuff. All right, this is like equipment. Now, this is equipment that I'm probably not going to use right away. Those are extenders. That's a plant. That's salvage there. And this is one of these. That we know what to do with. We'll put that over here for now. And there's some good stuff that we're going to use. But again, if we're not going to use it for a while, we're just going to try to consolidate it and move it off to the side here, right? Because I'm not going to be looking for extenders right this second. We've got some oxygen filters, not looking for those. Some tethers, put those over there. In another plant, put that over there. More green, more tethers. And I'm trying to use a lot less tethers in the playthroughs. You can use a lot of tethers if you want. They did fix that. It does work a lot better. But that's just me. I feel like consolidating some of this stuff and that copper together. And some people are very, ADD about, or ADHD about their stuff, right? Having their stuff just so and so forth. I'm a little like that. I can stand it for a while, and then it starts getting to me too. It starts getting me like, that's just all messed up. Oh, you can rotate it on there. I didn't know you could rotate it on there. I don't know why you would do that, but still, you can rotate it on there. That's funny. I find new stuff all the time that I didn't notice from before. All right, that's looking good there. That's some ammonium there. And some raw materials there. Trying to rotate this thing. These are empty. Put those back on our little vehicle here for now. Vehicle here. All right, we've got an extra medium over here. I don't think we have a place for. I'm going to put it over here by my furnace. And we'll take this off. Put this over here by our furnace. Now, one of the cool things you can do with the furnace, I think I had an extra. I did. One of the cool things you can do with the furnace is while you're having this run, you put the organic on here, on the furnace. While it's melting it, it'll just keep feeding it into the medium one in your style. Like you put a whole bunch of stuff on there. It'll just, when it's done here, if this is already running, we'll watch it. If this is already running and it runs out, it'll grab it from over here and put it over there. So a great way to keep your stuff perpetually running. We got a bunch of resources up here we need to clear out. Let's take that out of there. Put that off to the side. I like to keep these right here because I'm constantly kind of refeeding this over here. At least I'm attempting to. There we go. And then put this over there. Okay, we got how much we got in there? Not that much. So we'll put some more in there. All right, we got like an extra one here. So we'll just take that with us when we go to the next planet. More packagers. Let's go. All right. Now, one of the things that I want to take with me is some stuff to get our base started. Now, I have on every single planet, I have gone there. What games did you play on land? Descent 2. I used to play Doom, Quake. I bought 16 copies of Quake back in the day, by the way. I have a gigantic LAN party. It was really fun. Unreal back in the day. I won the Descent 2 tournament. That's the one I won. I won a $200 joystick. It's pretty awesome. And I've won other ones too, which is pretty fun. And Diablo, the original, back in the day. Lots of LAN parties playing those and whatnot. Still super, super fun. Super fun back in the day. I'm sure there's a ton more, but I just can't remember them right now. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. This we don't need to keep on us. We're not going to use that for a while, so let's just throw that off to the side. So we got a couple canisters to start us off. We got a couple packagers that'll help us package this stuff up. Now, right now, I've got a tractor here, and I could package that tractor, but I don't really want to do that. I want to leave at least one tractor here. I'm going to make a tractor for each and every location. So we're going to go ahead and look and see what our tractor takes in here. Right here, it takes aluminum times 2. So we might have to go find some aluminum and whatnot. I kind of feel like I need to rotate this around here. Now that I think about it, because we're going to be using most of the resources over here on the end, both to make stuff here, and then eventually we'll have our chemistry station over here as well. So I kind of feel like maybe we should just do a little bit of this action. Again, always want to try to improve your base, oh, and also keep your... See, look at that. That's way easier to put your research in there. Way easier. That's a good improvement there. Again, keep all this stuff over here. I think I'm out of aluminum. I think we're going to have to go get some more over here. All right. We're going to be on aluminum hunting spree. Put these back in here. Let's move this off over here. Like so. We got our battery. We got packagers. We don't need to carry this with us right now. Actually, we could have put the other one in there. Move that up. A couple packagers with us. Research looking good. So what we're going to do is we need some more, to make more of these vehicles, we're going to need more stuff. For our tractor, we're going to need 2 aluminum, and then we're going to need more aluminum and compound for making a whole nother one of these to take to the next planet and then utilize it to kind of give us a head start, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go find some aluminum. We're going to get on our little tractor and get it lined up. Now, one of the things we want to make sure before we head down there is that our tethers are fixed, because we did rearrange our tethers here. We'll grab a little bit of tethers here, and we'll go ahead, rearrange this tether. So it's kind of aimed crossways a little bit further. Now, one of the problems right here is, see, my vehicle is in the way. So I'm actually going to move my vehicle around a bit. There we go. So now it's tethering off of that, which is what you want. And now if I move my vehicle closer and I get out of my vehicle, it's not tethered to my vehicle. It's still tethered to my main oxygen and my main power over here. All right, now before we forget, let's go ahead and get our thing that we made over here. I just kind of feel like maybe I could turn this around. Let's just turn this around so we don't have to pick up stuff from the opposite direction. That's good enough. All right. So we got an auctionator. Now the auctionator is going to be awesome for when we go to another planet. There we go. Very nice. And we're going to get tethers, which we did. We're going to fix our tether line. We're going to get up here. We're going to fix our tether line on the way down. I think I buried one of these somewhere. Or maybe a couple of them. Let's go ahead and fix this up a bit. There we go. And then we need to fix up our ramp here. We kind of readjusted it. Well, let's get it all upgraded. Get all fixed up along the way. Yeah, interesting how that ramp just like started going down there. All right. And let's go ahead and just walk our tether down. There we go. Okay. We'll take a bunch of this dirt from up here. And we're going to use it right down here. Nice wide road now. A little bit higher than the one we did before, but that's okay. A little bit, not as quite as steep an angle as the last time. And you can make this pretty steep, by the way. We're just thinking toward the future right here. We don't have to make it this wide. We don't have to make it this big. We don't want to. But we're just trying to go a little bit above and beyond in this playthrough. There we go. I'm notorious for forgetting to put my things down, too. There we go. I like to put them off to the side, too, so I'm not driving into them all the time. There's something magically relaxing about this, by the way. When you play this game and you're doing this kind of stuff and you're shaping it out and you're making yourself some roads. I'm holding the control key down, by the way, which is what makes that kind of flatten out the road there. It's like Kismet's road making incorporated. Yeah, I still feel maybe I should have made this a little steeper. Oh well. Oh well, I have made super steep ones before. I have also made the mistake of it looks like it's going down, but it's not. It starts going back up again, and that's not good. Because what you'll do is all of a sudden you'll end up back on the surface again. If you're not going at a down angle enough, you'll end up on the surface. So watch out for that. It'll look like it's still going down, but all of a sudden you're like, oh. I did that in my first playthrough, which I thought was super funny. But we learned that lesson. That's how I like to play. I like to learn by doing. Shape some of that out. There we go. Now we're really getting into it. Going right through this. All right. In. Notorious for forgetting my tethers. Oh, look what we got back here. Looky, looky. Oh. It was almost fate. Leading us right to the thing over here. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that, too. You could flatten underneath that to flatten it out. Cool. Oh, look what we got over that way. Oh! Oh! See? Sometimes when you take the extra time to do it, well, we've been looking for that. I was like, man, I usually have a ton of that in here. Oh, look at that. Now we're styling. Styling. All right. Looking sexy now. Sexy, sexy. Let's see what we got behind here. Well, hello. So you thought that was a big, thick wall, but it wasn't. You're like, Kismet, how do you know it wasn't a big, thick wall there? I didn't. I just started shaping it, and then I noticed that it wasn't. Again, I like to take out all the walls and get a nice, big 360-degree view on my kind of lower base here. Oh, look, we found some coins over there. Wow, this was all the stuff we were looking for. It was hiding right behind here the whole time. Literally at the edge of our base. Very nice. Okay, looking good. Yeah, a little bit of stuff there. And we're going to go ahead and put this all the way down to match up to the level that we're at. Now we want to go ahead and let's see. This is, I think that's what we're looking for. Yeah, looky, looky. So we're going to just go run back here real quick. Take this guy out. And going to get a little bit of this. Oh, we're going to get all that. We're going to get all that. Oh, research. Oh, more research, speaking of. Put that over here. So yeah, so I just picked this up, and you can see this symbol here. If it matches this symbol here, you can go ahead and put it in there. Go ahead and grab this. I'm just going to set that off to the side. And we got some research. Yay! Now, one of the problems with this is you can't move this, right? You can't move it by just clicking on it and picking it up and doing that. But we're going to go ahead and bring our vehicle down now that we have a nice wide platform. Not necessarily going to fall off the side, but, you know, in a Kismet stream, you never know. You never know. It could happen. It could happen easily. Let's do it. Oh, let me catch that question in the chat in just a second. Hold on, I'll catch up in chat. Boom! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out my way, bro! That's how you get that sucker out of your way. You knock it out of your way. Look at this research. Nice. Nice. Okay, so now we're down here. We need to actually go... I just thought of something. We just go make a mod real quick. Hold on. We're going to go ahead and just park this right down here for a second. Go ahead and leave this down here. Take our little vehicle. Now, even though it's not as sharp, so I can't get down as fast, I actually find it's faster because I can use the vehicle to go a bit faster. I can hold down the shift key, and it goes a bit faster up and down those ramps. I feel like we need to fix a little bit here at the top of the ramp as well. Let's go ahead and kind of fine-tune that a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's so beautiful. So beautiful. Makes a grown man cry. Flatten that out, even that out, all nice. Bam! We outie. All right, so we'll come back up here. And what do we come back up here for? We'll keep our research going. Let's keep that going. Pop that baby. Oh, pop that baby. Pop that baby. Get you little. Still a little difficult. There we go. Get that going. All right, let me catch up on chat. Sub YouTube channel, thank you very much. Answered the land question. I take it you find it easier to just soil to graphite instead of hunting for it. Yeah, in the very beginning I do. You know what? One of the problems when I first played through, I thought most everything was underground, and then I realized that 65% of the stuff is actually above ground, like graphite, like copper, like all of that stuff here on this planet. So once I found that out, then I spent more time on the top looking for graphite and all that stuff. But you'll find gigantic caches of that stuff. Like we found a gigantic cache of copper, right? That when I get my larger thing, I'll go over there and you'll see I'll get to a point where I literally will just grab just crazy tons of resources and just stack the whole area with resources. So whenever we're making something or we're trying to do something or we're trying to make something of another level, I'll build a gigantic base. Now, what I'm doing this time, though, is last time what I did is I actually moved my base at the very beginning over to one of those big monolith things right away. But I felt that was a mistake in the long run. In the short run, it was great. I could build up a big base, and I had 24-hour power. It would never run out of power, and it was great. But then when I was going from planet to planet, it was a huge nuisance that I had to wait for the planet to rotate to try to get around the side of the planet, because it doesn't let you adjust the orbit of how you're going around the planet. Unless I don't know, unless there is a way of doing it, and I just don't know it. Which is also totally possible. So there we go. I'm really curious how much research costs will they attach to the jetpack? I don't know, but any game that starts with a jetpack like No Man's Sky, you got me. You got me already. I love the jetpack. I love the jetpack in Fallout. I love it in No Man's Sky. I love it in any game you give me. I'm good. Good. There we go. What type of players would you say this game is tailored to? Because I'm considering buying it. It's the type, if you like space games, if you like exploring, if you like building, if you're inquisitive, if you like doing achievements, this is your game. This is hands down buy. Absolutely. I think this is a $60 game. Easy. Easy $60 game. I've bought $60 games that were nowhere close to as good as this game. And I'm sure some of you have as well, right? Put a 1 in the chat. You ever bought a $60 game that wasn't even close to a $60 game, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You get it and you're like, ah, dang it. They screwed it up. I'm sure some of you have at least. But this is a hands down. I feel like this is a steal. Another game that I feel is a steal is 7 Days to Die. Sometimes you can get that for like $10 on sale, right? They're still working on it, still in alpha, but that game, you gotta get $10 out of that game for sure. For sure. And they're still working on this game too. They're still adding stuff to it. They just added a large shredder. They had a whole bunch of stuff. I find the most important thing in any game is better than the graphics, better than all of the stuff, is you got to make it fun first. You got to make it addictingly fun, right? Which is what this game is. This is addictingly fun. I love shaping. I am the type of player that will shape out this entire world. I will shape the entire world down to the core. I mean, every mountain, every tree, every resource, I will go and I will shape it all the way down. Had I not been married and with kids and I had lots of free time, I would literally sit here and do that. But I don't have that much time anymore, but I'm that kind of hardcore player. That's where I'm at, my headspace, right? And I like overkill too. Like I would build a base 15 times the size of the largest base I've built so far. And I've built a pretty big bases. 15 times that size just to have every resource and have like, tons of every single resource. So I can just instantly turn and get whatever I want. And then I'd go work on all the achievements. I love doing achievements as well. As long as the achievements are fun. If they're super grindy achievements, I might still do them. I've done some achievements that's taken 6 months. Like in Lord of the Rings Online. Some of those achievements they used to have, you'd have to do every single quest, every single dungeon. You'd have to do the 10 mans, the 14 mans, the 40 mans, all of that. Same thing in WoW. I love doing achievements and things like that and getting special things unlocked that makes you unique because you put the time in, the effort. And that's what they killed with the stores. When they put the stores in and then they put the stuff that comes from those really high achievements, Lord of the Rings Online did that. And 300 of my members left the game because they spent months and months and months trying to get this unique stuff to feel unique in the game. Much like the Jedi Knight, right? From Star Wars Galaxy. Some of you right now are going, Kismet, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started, right? You had the Jedi Knight. You worked your butt off for it. You earned it. Big congrats. And what did they do? Screw you over, right? You got to always look at it from the player's point of view. You got to look at it from the player's point of view, They just put a ton of time and effort and all of that into the game. And then you make it easy mode? Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Put some hard stuff in there. Make it, you got to take some time. It takes you some time to make it happen. Don't make it super boring and grindy, but put it in there where it's part of the journey, right? When you're going on that journey, you're collecting that stuff anyway as you go. And of course, the more you play, the more that stuff you're collecting as you're doing different quests and running around doing stuff. And then before you know it, you've saved that stuff up and boom, you turn it in. You get yourself an awesome mount or awesome stuff. I love games like that. I love that. And this is that type of game, but it's only getting started. This is version 1.1.2, right? This is just after release. Just wait until they add tons more. I mean, the potential of this game is amazing, too. If you think about how much stuff you could add to this game, different planets, different universes, and they're also going to add private servers. And when that happens, I'm going to hit my buddies over at, look at that segue, Nitrado. We're going to hit them up, and we're going to make a big old mega server, and I'm going to invite you guys to come in and play on my server, and we're going to build some crazy huge bases then. We're really going to get crazy. So the second that drops, I will let you know and put it in there. So there you go. Just a building game, or do you have to fight things? There are some things to fight along the way, but it's not like you have a laser gun and you fight it. Now, they could always add that later, but I really love their take on it is the fact that it doesn't have laser guns and it doesn't have, spaceships and all that stuff where you're battling in spaceships. But they could always add that if they really wanted to. But if you got something that attacks you, what you do is you just shape under it, and you shape out under it, and then it falls, and then it dies. But there are planets that are harder, that stuff's shooting at you all the time. So be wary of that when stuff is shooting at you, because it will kill you. So look out. There are some hazards, but not so much hazards that it makes it unfun. So there you go. There you go. Okay. What are we doing? I forgot already. I was going to package some stuff. I came back up here for a reason, and I can't even remember that reason now. Let's do something. Damn, it sucks to have sleep apnea. All right, I don't remember what it was. Let's go back. Fallout 76. There you go. There you go. Don't think you find other things. Yeah. Yeah, just don't run out of air or run out of power. Yeah, it only cost 30 bucks. Totally worth it. When I got it, it was not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I actually got mine, full disclosure, I got mine gifted to me by Big JP, one of my supporters here on the stream. I said, this is a cool game, and I put it on my stream wish list, and he bought it for me and donated it to the stream. And then, of course, when it went release, I didn't have enough time to play it before, but when it went release, I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to finally get some time to play this game. And then now I'm, like, addicted to it. I can't stop playing it. And that's good. I like that. I like it when you're, like, you're having so much fun playing it that you just want to play it all the time. And I love building bases and doing all of this. I'm sure it's going to be even more fun with multiplayer. But right now, I'm just kind of playing through the beginning of the game. Oh, I remember what it was now. I was going to make some more mods for my shaper. That's what it was. Back up we go. I'm going to try some new techniques here to try to flatten the ground and then flatten it all the way across so we can build some roads under here which go to the resources and so on. And then I can also use it at the surface level later on. All right, here we go. We got a research still rocking. Oh, that's done already. Wow. I could have brought that research up. That would have been smart. All right, let's get into it. So we want to get into making some more mods for our shaper here. Inhibitor mod and alignment mod was what we're going to make. Oh, we need to get more aluminum, too. That's why we went down there in the first place. Get distracted. So let's make those. All solar, small wind turbine, boost mod, wide mod. Let's go inhibitor mod. There we go. And alignment mod. I forget which one of these does what I wanted to do, or I think it's a combination of both. We'll find out. Let's go find out. Actually, before we go there, let's just try it over here. Let's just try it off over here in a test area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our wide mod off, and we're going to put our inhibitor mod in. Now, what our inhibitor mod should do is inhibit us so we can't... Yeah, there we go. So we're not digging down in the dirt. And you're like, Kismet, why the heck would you want to do that? The whole thing is to shape it out, right? Well, not always. Always, sometimes you just want to go over here and grab the resources, right? Without digging a hole. Look how much easier that is. All right, look at this. Now, also what it does is it takes the trees out. So if you got trees blocking your way and you're trying to get from place to place, right? It does take the trees out as well. There we go. And the cool thing is it leaves these ones which actually produce stuff. So if you're trying to cut a path through here, watch this. I'll get rid of the rocks. I'm getting rid of the trees. The whole entire area now is not so condensed and whatnot in your thing. You're like, well, Kismet, are you getting wood and all that stuff from those trees? No. I'm just kind of clearing a path right here. Wow, look at all that stuff I'm getting. Getting stuff left and right. There we go. I'm leaving a trail of resources over here as well. We'll come back. We'll get all that later. But as you can see, so you can get a lot of great resources. Also, what it does, it gives you a lot more resources for that particular thing using that inhibitor mod. So very, very nice. And there we go. And we can roll over. It prevents terrain deformation. Now, we want to go ahead and actually take this out. And we'll go ahead and try out our other one, which is our alignment mod. Now, our alignment mod allows you to deform it, but it only goes straight up and straight down. Along that... Oh, well, normally. Huh. I don't feel like our alignment mod is working. Oh, we ran out of power. Ran out of power. And almost to air. There we go. Almost ran out of air as well. There we go. Yeah, show the sponsors some love. So if you are looking for a server, go check it out. Click that link to Nitrado. And go up there and drop my name, by the way. You drop my name. You want to get a server for something like Minecraft or whatever it is. Drop my name, Kismet. You get 10% off. And you're like, well, Kismet, what do you get? Nothing. I get a free server later for Astroneer, maybe. We'll find out. But they do sponsor the channel. I greatly appreciate them. They are super awesome over there, by the way. I love them. I've had some really bad server hosts in the past. Huh. Seems like it's not working. Oh, there it goes. What it's doing is it's going in that exact direction. So it's aligning either forward. If I hold down Alt, it'll go straight up. And if I click it, it'll go straight down. See, straight down. Then maybe you can go straight down, hold down Control, and then flatten it based on that, right? Like right here, I want to go ahead and flatten this, but it's not going to flatten it based on that. Right, like here it'll flatten it. Here it trying just to turn it. Interesting. See, because it's trying to find that angle. Because that's not perfectly flat. Maybe we'll go like that a little bit. Or maybe we'll go up a little bit. Try to find that. It's interesting. That see that? How it does that? Flattens that way. This way it's flattened. Huh. It's interesting. So again, what I'm going to try to do is use this to flatten the area. Then we'll take this out. That zinc back over there. Take this out. The wide mod. Again, see how it only goes down? So in theory, yeah. Oh, that's going to take some practice. You can build a wall with it. Back to our... Tether our way over here. There we go. Definitely it'll take some practice. But once you get it, I think you flatten it out, which is what I'm trying to do. Get a nice flat space for it. Then you could, in theory, flatten it out. And then take that out. And then come back. And have a nice perfectly flat area. That's level. All right, like one of the problems in this game is trying to get stuff that's perfectly level when you're down in the caves. Because what it does, it starts to go, your ramp starts to go sideways like that, and you're trying to find a nice level area. That's what I'm trying to figure out there. Trying to make that work. And, all right, let's try that. Let's try that. How we doing on time? Looking good. Looking good. Again, crazy if we go ahead and queue up some raid targets. Raid targets. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look out. Crazy driver. All right, let's try this out. First, let's get our little thing back together here. How does I find this a little wonky? All right. We'll just let that roll back a little bit. There we go. All right, we got some extra loot here. We'll go ahead and put that up there. We'll deal with that later. So now right here, I want to go ahead and make a road right through here. Right, now one of the problems is see, it's kind of uneven. So I can try to go in, I can try to flatten it. But I kind of feel like, look how that road is going not only at an angle, it's not only going like flat, but it's also going up at an angle. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to be flat, and then I'm going to make that the flat part. Now, I don't know if that's going to work well or not in this area, but we're going to try it anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. And, oh, let's try to get our wide mod back on again. Again, we're just going to try to drop it down a little bit. Maybe go up a little bit. Back up a little. Try to flatten it out. And see if we can get it to a kind of an area. Oop. Fail. All we got to do is just get one spot to be even. And then we got it. We take this mod back off. Yeah, so it's still even worse crooked. See, it's just not even enough to where this is... see, it's either going up or it's going down. Now, you can kind of manually try to fix it like this. But I wish there was an easy way to just make that work. I kind of find that I'm manually doing that all the time. That I'm kind of manually trying to find the right angle. And I would prefer if I didn't have to do that all the time. But such is the way it goes. Alright, finding the angle of that kind of ramp there. Trying to match it up. Now, what would be really nice is if you had a Zamboni feature. That's what I would like. You're like, what do you mean Zamboni feature? A feature that allows me to just flatten it with my vehicle. As well. Really? No power? No power. Okay. We'll just walk a couple feet right here. Grab some from there. And it takes a bit of finessing to learn how to shape it well and get it going. All right, thank you. No, take it easy, man. Thanks for being here in the stream. All right, so we need to get that aluminum. So let's get it going here. We'll take our little vehicle. Whee. And we're just kind of make ourselves a road as we go. I feel like this could be a lot flatter. There we go. Again, feels very artistic doing that. All right. And we're going to need some of this, so we're going to stop her right here. There we go. Put that up there, just in case it kicks in. Maybe standing in the dark here for a second. There we go. Until our... oh, we brought our solar down here again. We should have brought just our wind down. That was my bad. I forgot to change it. I forgot to change it from the surface level. All right. Now, it seemed like a lot of resources, but then again, we've got lots of room on our little car here. For that, it's going to help us with beacons. And again, we're just going to go ahead and key off this part of the road. And we're just going to go ahead, take a lot of this out of here. Now, with a ton of these rocks in the way, these rocks will eventually disappear. Like that. And we just go ahead and make ourselves nice little area there. Get that back on us. We made ourselves a nice little road. Right where we want to go. Again, this right here, we roll over it. I'll tell you what it is. Eventually. There we go. Aluminum. All right, so that's what we're looking for. Actually, let's take some of this stuff. Actually, we'll just put a whole bunch of it on the ground here. Another cool thing you can do is do a little swap-a-roo. As I like to do. Swap-a-roo here. Put this on here. Put that up there. Now, later on, you can do some other stuff, too, which makes it automatically go in those things. Which we'll do that later. right now, we're just going to do it the old school way because that's what we got unlocked. All right, tons of laterites. All right, 2 more. Got 1 on us. All right. Looks good to me, everybody. Let's go. Pretty good turning around, right? Oh, wait, I got a packager on me. Now, if you have a spot, see I got a packager on me, I could just go and use one of these on this. And I've got an empty spot there where I can just like that. Very nice, very nice. And we out of here. It also saves your game every time you get in and out of there, so pretty great. Pretty great. All right, we got our resources heading toward the surface. I don't feel that shaper thing that went up and down really did all that good, but... Oh, wait, you know what? We should try it in combination of the other one. Hold on, let's try that real quick. Let's take this one. Oh, let's actually put our resources away first. Hold on. Let's put our resources away and get it fired up in the forge. We're going to take this out. Put this in. There we go. We'll take our resources off of us here. We got a research item. Darn thing is trolling me today. Okay, let that run. What else? We got tethers. We'll take that off temporarily. Quartz. Put that over here somewhere. There we go. So yeah, let's try it with both of those mods. Let's try it with an alignment mod and an inhibitor mod. See, the alignment mod doesn't seem to look like it's actually working. Because it doesn't have like a little green thing that pops up next to it. Alright, first we can't... Yeah, see, it definitely is aligning. But we've made it where we can't dig down. Now look, that below the ground it does that. Above the ground it does this. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, it's like when you find an angle. This is not angled. This is going to be perfectly flat. That's flat there. Oh, no. Well, some of this is still angled. Trying to figure out what you'd use this tool for. Seems like it's not super useful. Because you can go straight up, you can go straight down, but it's not really what I wanted to do. I want it to level. I want it to level it, and then I'll make everything the same level. But it doesn't seem to do it the way that I'm using it. So, yeah, deforms along certain curves. Yeah, we're going to explore around a little bit more about that. What that means. Makes it straight up and down. That's nice. A wall perfectly. Right? The wall back out again. I love this moment in games, right? When you're experimenting and trying to figure out how to make things work. It's a lot of fun. There we go. Flatten that all out. I know one thing you can do. Go in there and just like... Alright. That's supposed to be a K. I'm out of stuff. Right, you can write Kismet in there. You can write different stuff in there. That'd be pretty fun. Keep running out of power. But interesting. Actually, I could notice I could shape it in a corner, in a direction there as well. So I was shaping it up, then somehow I was able to move it in a different direction. Oh. So I haven't mastered this tool. I'm not sure how to really use it effectively. If I hold down Option, it goes up. And if I let go of Option, it goes down. Alright, so up and down. Kind of jumped around there. Oh. I jumped around there a little bit. Oh! Whoa! It was doing it in an arc around me. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I arced that around. I actually shaped it as a round thing there. Ah, it's like a cool sculpture. Oh, look out. Huh. Alright. I find it's a bit more awkward than just using the basic thing. But there is something cool there. I'll have to play with that some more later on. Alright, come back there, you. Get in there. Alright, let's put this back in here. Wide mod at the top. Oh, boost mod won't work down there. Oh. Huh. Oh, they got to be in a very specific order for that all to work together. All right, so yeah, it's just easier to take your cursor and shape all this out. Well, that's cool. We found out how to do a perfect arc. So if we want to make like an interior base there, we're good. I don't want to leave any of this floating stuff from my experimenting. Well, that was cool because you kind of shaped it in that round edge like that. There we go. I haven't used that mod either. Always seems like it's just a visual leveling guide, if that sounds weird. Yeah, I wish there was a way to know it's perfectly level, right? When you hold down Control, it does level it based on what you're clicking on right now. But I'd like something more like a Zamboni, which will, you know, it knows what the plane of the edge is, and it does. Now, of course, it's a planet, so you know it's round. But most of the area you could flatten based on the current thing, right? So instead of it, like right here, if I shape it and it's tilted, it's going to go down, right? But if I'm up here and it's flat, then it's going to be more flat. But I guess it's just visually flat to me, but it might not actually be flat for that particular area. For that particular sample right there, I wanted to take that, adjust it left, right, forward, backwards, whatever it is, and just level it. That's what I wanted it to do. And I don't know if that's really what that's doing. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it's making it perfectly flat. So it feels like we still have to do the same thing that we had to do before. All right, so let's go ahead and put that one away. But this one's really good here. The inhibitor mod is great for clearing trees and rocks and all that stuff that's in your way. Speaking of, where's our other beacon? This way. Dish away. So we could, in theory, come in here. And actually, I think the other beacon was... a bit further to the side. Yeah, right there. So it's actually southeast from where we started. Again, we could use this to build a road right through here. And again, I want to build it at the level that it's already at. You know, I don't want to have to build it up the whole way. Then it's going to start to go up. Maybe like that. Which is not what I wanted to do. I want it to be nice and flat. So we're just going to have to marry the multiple levels together, right? There's a lot of, you know, getting this level and leveling it with the other level. You know, and just kind of matching these levels together. We've got a nice ramp there. And coming in here. And of course, the further I go this way, the more it's going to cut into this. Eventually, I think it'll be rising toward that level. But again, see how it's down a little bit? Then we'll have to marry the two levels together. There's a little bit of a ramp there, a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a something. All right, so we can get up onto this level, and so on. That's just me and my crazy thinking. All right, how much time we got left? Wow, 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. All right, let's go ahead and power that up. We're doing some aluminum for some reason. I can't even remember what it was. It was so long ago now. Oh, we're going to make another one of these cars. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab our aluminum out of here. Not there. We're going to do it in the small one. We're going to make our tractor. There we go. All right, tractor number 1 done. We're going to make our trailer with aluminum and compound. Need 3 of those. And what do we do with our compound right here? Oh, not enough to do that, but that's okay. We'll just stick one there. Stick one there. We got this. We got this. I really like the small one. I find the small one to be easier to get in and out, to get basic resources and whatnot, and so on. So I do like to get that going. What I'm going to do is actually bring it with me when I go, which is a great way to do it. And last one. So we got our tractor and our trailers. We want to bring some power. So we'll go ahead and bring some wind and some solar. How can we do this? Maybe we can leave the inhibitor mod here so we can use it on this planet. We can go ahead and bring some zinc, but we'll put it down here in our bottom kind of crafting thing, so it gives us that extra slot. We'll go ahead and take this tractor and put it there. Then we're going to have solar and wind and a tractor right at the very beginning. I think that's going to be awesome. I think that's going to be pretty epic. So let's get up here and let's go to our next planet again. Now I've already made some notes to what planet's got what on my settlement overseer. So we're going to go ahead and just go look in there again. Let's see. So DeSolo is our kind of main base for Tungsten. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Actually, I'm going to make a note of it over here. Move it over this way. Tungsten. There we go. So that's DeSolo. Really got to go in here and refix all this stuff up. Let's see. So Tungsten is the way to go. We want to bring zinc. I remember that from last time. And it only has 2 nodes. Okay. Now what we want to do is to go ahead and launch from here by getting into our little thing here. Right here into our little shuttle. We're going to go ahead and launch. It'll be our first trip off the planet in this playthrough. Let's go. Bye-bye, little base. Now one of the things I do like to see, right, is where I'm at. Oh, yeah. That one's pretty close. Is where these beacons are at. Now, actually, that's off to the side. So this one right here that's flashing red and black seems to be the best one because it's along this kind of arc here. And it's fairly close to our other base here. So we could just kind of run our stuff over here. We could build a platform there. And we could build our base around that entire thing. And because later on when we unlock the planets, allow us to travel between the planets fairly quickly as well. So that looks like the one. We'll come back to that later. Right now we want to go ahead and launch to another planet. It just happens to be that DeSolo happens to be the planet right next to the planet we're on. So let's go over there and check it out. Wow, look at that one right there. The big crater. Oh, that's definitely the one. Now, when I go to a new planet, I don't have a base there already. And I want to go to a place that's nice and easy, that's close to one of these beacons. Wow! That has got to be the best start on this planet I've ever gotten. I am literally right next to it. And then we're just going to pick this up with our little anti-gravity beam here. And literally just walk it over this way. Oh, you know the thing we forgot? A beacon. Forgot the beacon. I think this would be pretty easy to find. All right, there we go. So here we are by this. Now, we're not going to really do anything with this right now. We're just going to establish ourselves a base. So I'm just going to get kind of the ground level here. And this whole thing right here is pretty nice. It's already at a pretty good ground level. So I'm going to use my little thing here to collect some of this stuff that's in the way. We'll go up here. Maybe we'll take a little bit out of the wall here. It looks like my wide mod's not working again. There we go. We'll shape some of this out. Very nice. Shape some of that out. Oh, more solar. Thank you very much for that. We'll be taking that. Now, this particular planet has a lot of sun, so it's really good for sun. But watch out here. See, if you put it too close, you're going to get some shade there. So we want to watch how the sun goes. And we don't want our base to be in shade. We want it to be in the sunlight as much as possible, because then it's going to, of course, bring as much power to us. We'll kind of just watch which way the sun's going. It's going down now. It's definitely this direction. So right there. We could shape that whole mountainside out to give us a little bit extra time. Oh, and there's a cave right down to the other level for us already. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. So I'm feeling just a little bit out here. Let's go ahead and flatten this area out right here. And we'll go ahead and start this off with a nice base. I kind of feel like this thing seems like north, south, east, west. All right. Where are you? All right. So this thing right here, which way is this aiming? It's aiming northwest right now. Kind of tempted to leave that, but I'm going to take it out. bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm going to flatten this out. Again, I'm going to put my base out just a little bit further, like so. So now what we need to do, of course, is start off with all our basic stuff. We're going to get our tractor going. You little... There we go. Get our tractor going. Put this up here so we can get that going. We'll put our other wind in there. We'll get that going. And... Oh, unpack it. Now, I've done a bunch of different ways. I've tried to start a base many different ways. And I find that doing this is probably one of the easiest ways to start it. And the reason why is because this thing gives you oxygen. So it's like a little portable oxygen base wherever you go. So as you're tooling around, going from place to place, you've always got oxygen. And that's really the main thing you need in this game. That's number one. And number two would be power. So we're definitely going to need lots and lots of power generation. Now, one of the things we need to make is our kind of small thing here. Let's also get our inhibitor mod going. We're also going to put our light down here, and we're going to put our solar up here so we can collect solar. So we're going to have solar power for us to get us light and whatnot. And then this is going to have wind power and solar power to power up our little tractor. We're going to go and we're going to get our three basic resources. And we're going to go ahead and create a little cache, let's say right there, for those three basic resources. So we're going to start with our inhibitor mod. And we're going to just go, bam. Oh, it shouldn't be shaping out the ground. Why is it shaping out the ground? It's actually shaping the ground. Oh, it's on now. There we go. There we go. For some reason it wasn't kicking in. Great way to collect a lot of organic without shaping out the ground. Weirdly floating there. Throw that in our little resource pool over here. All right, we got a little bit of that. I'm gonna stick that over there. All right, we got that in there, and now we're gonna go ahead and get it's a compound. Wow, look at that zinc sticking right out of the wall there. Very nice. Maybe it's this is the one with zinc and not without zinc. Again, grab those resources, bring them back. Now, when you use this inhibitor mod, you actually get more resources. I find that you get the resources faster, but also you get more than if you just use the regular one, I find. Now, that all might be in my head, but I believe it is so. So, and then also you're not shaping out the ground and all of that, though you want to do that later. But watch this as we just whoosh. We're taking out all the rocks, too, on the surface level. And we're just kind of cleaning up our area here. And, of course, our other one here, resin. Getting that one. Oh, we're out of time. Out of time, everybody. You're like, no, Kismet, we're just getting started, bro. We're going to go ahead and finish this up as well. Ooh, there's some research there, too. Oh, we got a power thing there as well. So there we go. So I really like this inhibitor mod. I think it's a great way to just kind of tidy up and get a lot of resources like that. Oh, that was a little scary, right? That kind of shadow came in there. Very, very scary. All right, so I think we got some resources. I'm just going to throw it out there. Oh, another solar right there. Another solar. Awesome. Put that over there. Okay, so we made a bit of a mess here, but that's okay. We'll click that. We'll clean that all up later. We just need to get our basic resources going. So one of the first basic things, of course, you want to make is your small printer. So let's get all this out of here. Let's go ahead and mix a few of these various things in here. We'll get our small generators going. That's going to help us get established. Whatever. There we go. Let me catch up on chat. I've been using them on either sort of the same issue I have with Rising World. Couldn't find a way to have a flat area. I know, huh? Hey, Jasmine, what's up? What's up? All right. And we've got that for that. And we've already got a canister. The other thing we need is a small printer. There we go. So we need some compound for that. Easy mode, easy mode. Now, one of the things you can also do is you can use your tractor as your power as well. If you have the larger tractor, like this one can go into that, but it doesn't come out of that, right? So if I try to go the other way, it doesn't snap in the opposite direction on this one, but other ones it does do that. So I can't quite do that on this particular tractor. So when we get the medium one, that'll help out a lot. But we want to do the small printer, so we got our small printer. We'll just set that up on the ground as well. We'll chain it into here. We'll go ahead and put our power in there. And now we're ready to start with our basic platform. All right. Then we also want to make an auctionator for this particular planet, but we're going to need ceramic and aluminum, and we don't have any of those yet. So we need to just kind of go to the next thing, which is going to be our medium printer, which is going to take 2 compound. So let's go ahead and get the medium printer going on. And the funny thing is, look, you can print the platform and then print the medium printer onto the platform. I think that's kind of cool, right? It's actually not going to come through like that. It's going to come through as a package. But there's something really cool about that. There we go. We've established ourselves a little platform. Now, we could have went back, by the way, and packaged this. And as we make bigger ships, we're going to do that as well. But we've got to establish kind of our base stuff, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and turn this sideways now. Oh, actually, let's turn this one this way, too. This gives it more room to build stuff. Turn that off. We're kind of wasting our resources right this second. And I like to go right from the small platform here to the B platform. That's my favorite platform. But we're going to need more resin. And we can just kind of run over here. We did see the resin off over this way. And we're going to go ahead and take out our inhibitor. Put our boost mod back at the top. Wide mod. And bada bing! Give me that resin. Oh, I forgot to bring my other diamond thing. Hold on, I gotta go back for my little thingy. That over there. Get my little mod thingy so I can drill into the ground much easier. I forgot I took it off. Alright. Now, as you can see, it's a little tougher. I feel like my mod hasn't kicked in. Put it up here. Put that one on. There we go. There we go. Much faster. Notice how much faster it shapes out the ground. Any more resin there? Apparently not. Shape out this giant rock. Second it falls like that on most planets, it will disappear. Look, ammonium over there. Tons of resin over this way. I find resin is always the thing you're looking for the most when you're starting a base or later on. Typically that resin. Research. Well, that's a seed there. We'll get that later. All right. Oh. Oh, look at all that research. Bam, bam. That's the first thing I see. Tons of ammonium over there. Very nice. What do we got in here for free? Oh, some resin, some graphite, and some zinc. Aw, out of room. We'll come back for you, zinc. I always want to be thinking about your oxygen, though. You don't want to get too far. If you get too far without oxygen... Oh, look, there's actually some fuel right there. Wow. If you get too far without your oxygen, you will have trouble getting back if you can't find any resin. Now, I have some resin, so I could build some oxygen filters. But I got plenty of time. I got like a little trail leading me back to my base. Alright, so now I can get oxygen from either thing. From my tractor or for that. Now, I also could be driving my tractor out there as well. That's going to be useful later on. But right now, we want to go ahead and just start making a larger thing here. Platform B. Oh, need one more resin. Of course we do. Of course we need one more resin. I want to try to get this thing established, and then we'll be good. There we go. Yep, ending very soon. Oh, look, we found some clay. Cool. Now I'm going to do what I call walking this back, right? Where you just run, pick it up, throw it. Run, pick it up, throw it. And so on. That works as well. Okay, and we'll put all this other stuff away down here. Pick up this resin. Make it a platform. There we go. Go ahead and start an extra one. Move our thing out of the way. And we'll go ahead and establish some more power. There we go. There we go. So this wind is also channeling all the way through into here. And if we have low power, we can supplement that wind with this power here. But if we're not doing anything, you want to turn that off because it just eats up all your resources for no reason. All right, looking good. Where's our actual beacon? This way. Okay, we got all these rocks in the way. Let's get these rocks out of here. Actually, I got to give it... I'm going to call those monoliths. The monoliths... I'm going to get rid of that. So what I'm doing is just shaping this out. These rocks out of here. They're blocking my view. Then I can just shape it all back in again. And now there's no rocks. I can see the monolith from where I am. Again, we want to make sure that the shadow doesn't fall onto our stuff. Now we're getting that sweet sunlight right now. There we go. All right. Got that established. Feel like we want to flatten that out a little bit. That's looking good. All right, so the next thing we want to build, I would say, would be the centrifuge. Right here. Or the furnace, either way. But we want to probably get our centrifuge. Centrifuge is one of the easiest ways to make a ton of resources. So we need aluminum and compound, though. If we didn't bring aluminum with us, we're kind of screwed because we have to make the forge first to melt down the aluminum so that we can make the centrifuge. So you get the idea. So we're going to go ahead and call it right there because I have a crazy ton of stuff I got to do today. This is a cool looking planet. Yeah, I like this one. This one's a lot of fun. The sun comes up quickly. It goes by really fast, the day and night cycle. And we'll get this powered up. Don't worry. We'll get it powered up. We'll get this base established. We'll get it all going next time on Saturdays. So let's go here to my overseer's office. All right, everybody, it's time to get on the Kismet love train. Let's throw that love train in the chat, mods. Let's go ahead and see who we got to show some love to. And again, come back next time, everybody. I think you'll have some fun. We're going to go raid somebody right now. We're going to show them some love. Again, what I call the Kismet love train. Love train. We're going to go over there, show them some love. Try to get somebody maybe we haven't gotten before as well. Bam. Oh, playing some Surviving Mars. Ooh, I want to replay that. They come out with a new addition to that. Oh, she's high on the list there. She's high on the list. Now, I love War Witch. We've gotten him many times. We're going to go ahead and skip him this time. I love War Witch. He's an amazing streamer. Let's see. We got someone playing 76. Let's see who's got the better Tybal. Yeah, she got the better Tybal. I'm gonna show him some love. Show her some love right here. Let's do it, everybody. One of my favorite games that I don't get to play as much as I wish I had time for is called Surviving Mars. Very much like Astroneer in the fact that you're going to another planet, you're trying to colonize Mars, and they came out with a new part which is called Green Planet, where you can actually terraform Mars and turn it into a green planet over time. Based on, the game is very much based on real science and all that kind of cool stuff. So we're going to give her some love right here. I mean, somebody who loves that game, they're awesome in my book. So we're going to go ahead and start that raid going. Now, while I'm doing that raid, I want you to go ahead and grab this right over there. Look at Jessamy and Mr. Malaco. They already know how it goes. Go ahead and grab the Kismet love train right here. Highlight it with your mouse. Hit Control-C to copy it, Control-V to paste it right in my chat. The more people that get that hype going in my chat while I'm setting this up, the more Kiss Caps I'm going to give out to you guys so you can win future giveaways. So let's go ahead and start that raid going. So you're going to have just a few minutes here, about 10, 20 seconds. So go to it, everybody. Throw it in the chat. Now, if you're on mobile, just type Kismet Love Train in there or just put a heart in there. Put whatever you want to get that raid started. And, of course, you're going to earn more loot here in my channel. So go for it, everybody. Go for it. Show that love. Now, this person's name is Lucina. I think that's right. Right now, she has 1,521 followers. 32 people in her channel right now. That's very respectable for that many followers. Doing awesome. So we're going to go show her some love. I'm totally butchering her name, I'm sure, because that's what I do. I butcher Peep's name. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Kismet love train here and get it queued up and get it ready in her chat right there. Alrighty, and then we're going to go ahead and put the link to her stream in my chat in case you guys want to go along that instead. Right there. Now, again, I want you to come along, blow up the chat, hit that follow button, show her lots of love. Of course, keep that Kismet love train going to someone else. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks to Twitch, of course, again, for putting me on the recommend tab today. Thanks for everybody coming in, hitting that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Every single thing does help the stream. I appreciate you all being here. I hope to see you on Saturday. I'll be back on Saturday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some more Astroneer, playing some more Fallout 76, and eventually I'll be playing some more Surviving Mars here on stream as well. Can't wait for that. All right, see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.